brought to you by your Texas Ford dealer. Visit your local Texas Ford dealer today during the Ford Freedom Sales Event and see why Ford is the best in Texas. By AT&T High-Speed Internet. Get a deal worth talking about. Get high-speed internet from AT&T. By Budweiser, not backing down since 1876. This Bud's for you. And by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Now it's still a cloudy night here at Globe Life Park. Rain apparently out of the area, so we will get underway here shortly. And lineup cards being exchanged before we settle in to play some baseball tonight. Let's check in with Emily Jones.
Well, Buzz, it has been a rough go for the starting rotation for these Rangers of late, especially here in the month of July. The one consistent, though, has been the play of Cole Hamels. He got an 11-2 record, a 2.87 ERA, and he really has been not only an ace but a stopper for this team when it's needed it the most. And riding a 2-game losing streak, granted it's just 2 games, but considering the way this month has unfolded, you've got to think today is a very important game and a very important start for Cole Hamels. However, his manager says there's no need to put any unwarranted pressure on himself.
Just be the average Cole Hamels, and I think we'll be okay. You know, just same as, you know, be Adrian, be who he is, and Rugi and everybody else. And it really gets back to the whole process and thought process of we're only here if each individual guy, 25 players, if they think they're just adding value to the next guy. Don't be anymore. Just add value to everybody. I mean, you know, all of us together are much greater than a bunch of individuals trying too hard.
And the message that Jeff Bannister had today in his office is the one that he's trying to get to reverberate throughout the clubhouse. It seems to be working. We heard from Ian Desmond last night. He said basically the same thing, just in a little bit of a different word format. However, it does appear that the Rangers, like he said, come together more as one group rather than looking at themselves individually and trying to do too much as one person. Hopefully that will continue here tonight and they can get back on the winning track.
All right, Em, thanks very much. Yeah, get the ship tightened up just a little bit and get back on the winning track. Rangers come in having lost the last 2 in that series to Oakland, and they came on the heels of a great walk-off win here on Monday night. It looked like that might turn things around a bit, but giving away ball games the last 2 nights. And credit the Oakland A's. They played well. They swung the bats well. They pitched well at times, and Rangers didn't have an answer for them the last 2 days. But hopefully behind Cole Hamels tonight, they will allow the veteran left-hander to do his thing out there and get him back on the winning side of things. Houston is off tonight, so the Rangers, after the ball game this evening, will either have a 2-game lead or a 3-game lead in the Western Division. The Royals come in having won yesterday against the Los Angeles Angels. That snapped a 4-game losing streak that began with that series against the Rangers up in Kansas City. So the Royals struggling just a bit. They are now 2 games under 500. They are at 49 and 51. This is their 101st game of the year. Well, Cole Hamels and the Rangers taking the field, and Tom's going to tell you about the lineup for Kansas City that Hamels will face.
Well, shortstop Alcides Escobar will lead off. Chesler Cuthbert is the 3rd baseman batting 2nd. All-star first baseman Eric Hosmer bats 3rd. Kendrys Morales is the DH. Paulo Orlando will play center field and bat 5th. Alex Gordon is in left field. Brett Eidner is the right fielder. He'll bat 7th. Drew Butera gets the start at catcher. Batting 9th, the 2nd baseman, Raul Mondesi.
And that's the lineup that Ned Yost has put out there to face Cole Hamels, a 32-year-old veteran southpaw, making his tying team high 21st start of the year. He's 11-2. The Rangers are 18-3 since almost exactly a year ago when they acquired Cole Hamels. 125 and a 3rd innings, the most on the Rangers staff, and a 234 opponent's batting average with 120 punch-outs for Cole Hamels. All of those figures up among the league leaders in the American League. Well, Cole Hamels, who has had the last 3 wins and 5 of the last 6 wins by starting pitchers in the Rangers rotation. Last starter to win a ball game not named Cole Hamels was Martin Perez, who won back on the 17th of June against the Boston Red Sox. And we'll take a look at the Rangers defense tonight, delivered to you by Chicken Express. Delino DeShields, Ian Desmond, and Nomar Mazara, left, center, and right. On the infield, Mitch Moreland and Rougned Odor man the right side. Elvis Andrus and Adrian Beltre are on the left side with Robinson Chirinos catching for Cole Hamels. Rangers come in two tonight and 14 games over 500. They are 58 and 44. Well, about ready to get underway, and we will be about 35 minutes, the official rain delay time here tonight, prior to the start of this ball game. Alcides Escobar leading things off. Escobar, a .258 hitter. And the first pitch, and as he usually does, Escobar having a hack at it, but came up empty that time against Cole Hamels. Cole, as we noted, only 5 1/3 innings in that start against Kansas City on a very hot Saturday evening at Kauffman Stadium. And Yordano Ventura matched up in that. Rangers ended up winning that game 7-4. Cole, in his 5 1/3, gave up 1 unearned run, so he has not allowed an earned run in his 2 starts since the All-Star break. Both runs that he has allowed have been on the unearned variety. And he gets a punch out here to start things off. Alcides Escobar back it out of the way, and he looked at strike 3. And our Kubota power stat for Cole Hamels tonight. Last 2 starts, 2-0. He has not given up an earned run, better than 13 innings of work. Opponents hitting just 180 against him. The previous 2 starts in July, 0-1 with a 10.80 ERA, and opponents hitting nearly 400, so quite a turnaround.
And Cole's going to get the strikeout of Escobar with a good fastball inside. And Escobar, I'm sure, said to the umpire, I swing at everything. If it's a strike, I'll swing at it. That couldn't have been a strike. Escobar's only walked 17 times this year. I think he kind of paralyzed him and got the call on the inside part of the plate.
Now 1 away, Cheslor Cuthbert, who been kind of surprised for the Royals, coming in to take over for the injured Mike Moustakas at third base. And Royals have thought about going out and try to fill the third base position outside the organization. They gave Cuthbert an opportunity, and he seized it and taken off with it. A .295 average with 9 home runs and 33 driven in. Pops up the next pitch, and that'll be back into the seats. Still the ball at 2 strikes. Cheslor Cuthbert through July 30th. He was hitting .269 since the 1st of July, or since June 30th, I should say. Since July 1st, he's hit .350. Runners in scoring position, better than 500. And against the fastball, he loves that heater. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hamels to the line, back to the plate he comes. And a chopper foul.
Now, one thing Cuthbert has done at the big league level is he's hit home runs at a higher rate than he ever did in the minor leagues. Last year at AAA, he was there most of the season. He only hit 11 home runs. He has 9 right now.
Cuthbert's still a young man, 23 years of age. And he rips one to left. That is going to be extra bases. Over to try and cut it off to Delino DeShields, but Cuthbert steaming into second with a ringing double. 1 out here in the first. He is at second base.
Now, the way he's swinging the bat right now, the way he hit that pitch, that was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Looked like it was on the inner half of the plate. Let's take a look. That might have been a cut fastball. A little bit off the plate. He got the good part of the bat on that and ripped it down the left field line. The way he's been hitting. When Moustakas does come back, he'll be able to find a place for Cuthbert somewhere. The way he's swinging right now.
Well, Hamels has had no answer for him. Cuthbert now 3 for 3 against Cole Hamels. Not many people can say that against Cole. Here's Hosmer. And, he takes the first breaking ball outside for ball 1. Hosmer hitting at .286, but that is down a bit since we saw him last week in Kansas City. 13 home runs and 54 driven in for the Royals first baseman. 2 balls and no strikes. Hosmer in the middle of an 0 for 8 streak. And he's just gone 2 for his last 27 times to the plate, as that graphic will inform you. It's also been almost a month since he has hit a home run. Cole Hamels trying to work around the 1-out double by Cuthbert. 2-1.
Well, he may not hit a home run in a month, Buzz, but he was trying to hit one right there. 2-0. He's not holding back. He's going for it.
Osborne, one of those left-handed batters, a rare left-hander that's hitting better this year against left-handed pitching. Checks his swing on that. It's 3 balls and a strike. Coming into play tonight, he has hit .298 against southpaws this year. And since June 1st, that compares to just a .216 average. So ahead of the count, 3-1. He is hitting third. Kendrys Morales, the designated hitter, is in that on-deck circle. Cuthbert is modest lead at second, and a tap or foul that will fill things out. Now the Royals last in the American League with 85 home runs as a team. They are third in hitting. They hit .267, but they are tied for last, having scored only 395 runs. That's almost 100 fewer than the Rangers have scored this year. Payoff pitch. We'll reset and try it again.
And they just don't. They don't walk either, Buzz. That's another. They don't get as many. They hit okay, average-wise, but they don't get on base with a walk at all.
Noticing some numbers when we were up there. They're scoring about a half a run per game less this year than they did last, and they're giving up about a half a run more per game. So there's a 1-run difference per game.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, and that's not gonna get you as many wins. There he is, strike 3 call as Hosmer throws it at home plate.
Well, in that particular at bat, Cole threw him several curveballs, a couple of cutters, and then with 2 strikes and 3 balls, he pops a 95-mile-an-hour fastball in the outside corner, caught the corner. And that was velocity-wise the hardest pitch of that at bat. Perfect pitch.
And Hosmer knew it, dejectedly walking back to the bench.
He was hoping for a call, giving it a shot, but when he didn't get the call, he wasn't arguing either.
Well, here's Kendrys Morales, the switch-hitting designated hitter. Morales at .249. He's the team leader with 16 home runs. He has driven in 49. And he has enjoyed facing Cole Hamels. You see that number at 3 for 6 against the Ranger left-hander. Off-speed breaking ball. Cole pulling the string, and he gets a strike to even the count. One of those 3 hits that Morales has against Cole Hamels, a home run. Infield for the Rangers, swung around to the left. Not an overshift that way, but shading him definitely to the left side. Cole pulling the string again. You see Rougned Odor 3 or 4 steps to the first base side of second. Elvis way over in the hole at short. Outfield, though, plays Morales just about straight away. But Hamels with the advantage in the count now. A ball and 2 strikes. Nice crowd on hand for the first game of this 4-game weekend series. Got him on the fist. Beltre with time. Morales does not run well, and that'll do it. So, no problem. Cole Hamels works around the Cuthbert double. 1 left on for the Royals. Half an inning in the books. Royals nothing. Rangers coming up. Cole Hamels. Tom's going to tell you now about the Southwest Airlines Rangers batting order.
The left fielder Delino DeShields will lead off. Nomar Mazara bats second. Ian Desmond is in center field, followed by the cleanup hitter Adrian Beltre. Rougned Odor bats fifth. Joey Gallo is sixth tonight, and he's DHing. Elvis Andrus is the shortstop. Mitch Moreland, playing first base, will bat eighth, and Robinson Chirinos behind the plate will bat ninth.
Got that lineup for Jeff Bannister facing the 25-year-old right-hander Yordano Ventura. First pitch is on the inside corner to Delino DeShields. Ventura, the possessor of an overpowering fastball at times, a curveball and a changeup. Inconsistency has been a bugaboo for him. And as the Rangers found out last Saturday, he will destroy himself sometimes on the mound. He really wears his emotions on his sleeve. And he can get under his own skin. Rangers will try to tap into that and see if they can't use it against him. To right field, coming on in a hurry is Eibner, and he makes the catch about shin high. A well-struck line drive off the bat of Delino DeShields, and it goes for naught.
Yeah, he definitely hit that ball hard. He hit it so hard it looked like a base hit to right field, carried all the way out to the right fielder, who caught it right around knee high, right on the good part of the bat. Off the bat, you don't make the assumption that ball is going to carry on a line all the way out to you, but that's how hard Delino hit it.
So one away, and here is Nomar Mazara. Mazara, a .282 average, a dozen home runs, and 40 RBI. And that home run on Saturday against Ventura in Kansas City, that snapped a long homerless streak for Nomar. Back some 27 games, and he got a couple of hits that evening against Ventura. Matter of fact, Mazara went 6 for 12 in that series against the Royals. 0-2 pitch here. Got him swinging. Good breaking ball, and Ventura will strike some folks out, especially when he gets that hook going. So 2 away. Ian Desmond coming up. We'll take a look at the defense behind Ventura tonight. Royals have Gordon, a Gold Glover in left field. Orlando in center. Eibner in right. Hosmer also a Gold Glover at first. Raul Mondesi Jr. at second. Escobar and Cuthbert on the left side of the diamond with Drew Butera. Butera, a late insert into the Royals lineup. Salvador Perez had to be scratched. He had flu-like symptoms, so he's not in the lineup this evening. Don't know whether he is available or whether he was sent back to the hotel. Ian Desmond had his 20th home run of the year last night. A 2-run blast into the Ranger bullpen in right center. Desmond 2 for 4 in last night's ball game. This is the 7th straight start that he's had, hitting 3rd in the Ranger order. All this happened after Prince Fielder and Shin-Soo Choo officially put on the disabled list. Speaking of Prince, we certainly want to wish our best to Prince and his family. Prince undergoing surgery tomorrow, and we're thinking about you, big guy. Going to have that neck surgery again, the fusion performed by Dr. Drew Dawson. You're in good hands, and hope to see you back out here as soon as you can make it. Ian Desmond had backed out of batter's box, and it did appear as though home plate umpire Jerry Meals had granted timeout. The pitch was a ball. Well, the count is 2-1.
Okay. Ventura's reaction kind of turned his back, like he was upset that time was called, and Butera went out to talk to him. He talked about him being a little volatile on the mound. I think Butera wanted to make sure he settled him down before he threw a pitch.
Going outside. That pitch we were talking about.
There goes the hand. See Ventura turn his back, kind of upset with the time call. Ventura says, I've seen that before. I'm going to go try to nip it in the bud.
And that's going outside for ball 4. Desmond draws the 2-out walk. He is aboard And it'll bring up Adrian Beltre. Now, Ventura had a perfect first 3 innings against the Rangers on Saturday night. And then the floodgates opened. The emotions poured out, and he really self-destructed.
Well, that's, you know, he's been a solid pitcher for him. I guess you would say he's their #1 starter. But they've kind of battled his emotions the last couple of years, even though he's pitched very well for him. They're hoping that maturity sets in as the days go by.
Now Ventura facing Adrian Beltre, who's had very good success against the Royals right-hander. Adrian, a .417 average. Taking inside. Beltre 5 for 12 with 3 RBI. And against the Royals, it doesn't really matter who they send out there. Apparently, the Royals uniform is enough to get Adrian going. A .351 average in 81 career games. Well, that's just about a half of a regular season. .351, 17 home runs, 66 RBI. A little bit inside, 2-1. Now, the umpiring crew tonight, we told you about Jerry Meals calling the balls and strikes. He's the crew chief. Ron Culpa at first, Chris Conroy at second, Pat Hoberg down the line at third. 2-1 to Beltre. Now 2-2, and Adrian angrily smacking the soles of his cleats, the mud off there, and taking out a little frustration. Beltre back in, Ventura reading the signs. Desmond drawing a throw at first base. Ventura, a pretty good athlete. He will make quick throws, both first and second. He has good pickoff moves. Boy, Adrian, that's a little more than fighting it off. That's trying to get out of the way, and the bat just happened to be there.
That's a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, too. There's some movement. You can see that ball tailing in. That almost hit Adrian in the hand.
See a look on Adrian's face like, whoa. Well, still 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's inside. So full count now with 2 outs. Ian Desmond will be off and moving with the next offering. Beltre trying to prolong this first inning. Rougned Odor is in the on-deck circle. Ventura getting ready for his 20th pitch of this first inning. We're going to have to go to 21. Foul ball.
It looked like Ventura was on the verge of a less than 10-pitch inning. He had a long at bat with Desmond, a long at bat with Beltre, and there he is right at 20 pitches. He throws hard, upper 90s, and he's got some pretty good movement on that fastball too. He could tail it into the right-hand hitter away from the left-hand hitter.
Tapper by the mound. And right there, Mondesi, the second baseman, to throw out Beltre. That'll do it. Rangers get a 2-out walk to Ian Desmond. They strand a runner. After 1 from Globe Life Park, we are scoreless tonight. Park tonight. Rain not dampening the spirits of the Ranger faithful, coming out for the first game of what should be a very big weekend series against the reigning world champions. Paulo Orlando will start things off here in the top of the second inning. Orlando, Gordon, and Eibner. And Orlando drives one deep to left field. DeShields can only watch this one sail out of here. Paulo Orlando ambushing Cole Hamels on the first pitch. It's his second home run of the year. And Kansas City has a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, he had hit one home run in 250 at-bats. And so when he does hit his second one, you think it might go about 2 rows back. But he hit a cutter on the inside corner, and it went all the way to the back row, right in front of a restaurant out in left field. That's a pretty good poke for a guy that had only hit one home run.
So Orlando gets the Royals on the board. Now Alex Gordon will step in. He gets fisted with a good tailing fastball. One more time on Orlando's shot. Sounded like a stick of dynamite exploding.
Again, you just don't expect a guy that's only hit one home run to launch one like that.
Paulo Orlando, thunder in that bat. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count to Alex Gordon, who's hitting just .209. Gordon trying to overcome the effects of a broken wrist. He and Mike Moustakas, the third baseman for the Royals, had a collision back in May. He lines this one to center. Coming on, Desmond down to the ground. He makes the catch as he's just able to cradle the ball right off the grass tops. Nice play by Ian Desmond.
Yeah, well hit ball by Gordon and a very nice play by Desmond. He went for it all the way. Got a good jump and took it right off the ground, right in the middle of his glove. Nice play. Let's see where he starts out. Pretty good jump. A very nice play.
That's one of those ones too, Tom. You talk about the ball almost right at him. Hard to tell, depth-wise, how far it was going to go.
Yeah, it is for a center fielder, the one that comes right at you, especially the one that's right over your head. You tend to freeze on it because you just have a little bit of difficulty with the depth perception, predicting how far it's going to go. And that's one right there that if you pause for just a second to gauge where it is, you're not going to be able to catch it.
Right. So 1 out, Brett Eibner, .230 average, 3 home runs, 10 driven in. He chops the next pitch foul. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Royals 34-12 this year when scoring first. That's the 3rd highest win percentage in Major League Baseball. Rangers, meanwhile, only 3 games under 500 when they allow the other team to score first. It's the 2nd best percentage for teams allowing the other team to score first.
Our man down the left field line was ducking on that one. That hit right in front of him. He got out of the way.
Hamels reading the signs. Now another 0-2.
Boy, that's headed right at him. He can thank that wall, boy. Would have hit him right in the waist.
Got him swinging. Good changeup. And Hamels gets his 3rd strikeout. 2 gone for Drew Butera. And before Butera steps in, let's say hello to Jim Knox.
I appreciate it, Buzz. Great night here at Globe Life Park. Weather's excellent. And I tell you what, University Days continue with University of Texas, Texas Longhorns in the house, the Pre family. You're not going to believe these guys, Buzz and Tom, where they came in from. Where?
College Station.
You got to be kidding. Aggie land, and you're a Longhorn fan. And look at the bucket list right here. First son named Austin, second son CJ after Case McCoy and Jackson Shipley, English Bulldog named Hookem, Turtle Bevo, and need I say more? That's it. Well, congratulations. Good to have you out here, and appreciate it. Have a good time here at the ballpark tonight. Buzz?
All right, Noxie, thank you. Now, Butera fouling back that second pitch by Cole Hamels. Down on the count now is Butera. No balls and 2 strikes. Butera brings in a modest 3-game hitting streak. He's had pretty good success this year. 308, couple of home runs, 9 driven in. Another foul ball back. Being the backup to Salvador Perez doesn't promise a whole lot of playing time usually.
No, it doesn't.
Perez is going to be about 140, 145 game catcher every year. But Butera, he's been around with the Twins and Dodgers and now with Kansas City. Accepts that role pretty nicely. And he has gone on strikes as Hamels has struck out 2 more. He gives up the leadoff home run to Orlando. So we played an inning and a half at Globe Life Park as the Royals won and the Rangers nothing. Sports Southwest is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Visit your local Texas Ford dealer today during the Ford Freedom Sales Event and see why Ford is the best in Texas. Ranger fans, Longhorn fans, out here to watch tonight's ball game. Comfortable evening, 87 degrees. Rain-cooled air out here at Globe Life Park. Nice night with a pretty brisk breeze blowing in from right field, coming out of the south. Rugnet Odor pounds one. Deep right center field. There she goes. Goodbye.
Take a ride on that one. That was a line shot 3 rows back in the upper deck over the bullpen. That came in at 98. I'm not sure when it went out, but it was more than that. That was a rope. Both home runs have been smoked. Orlando back of the seats in front of the restaurant, and that one in the upper deck. He didn't pull it either. That was hit over near the bullpen, so it was deep left center field. Right down the lines, a little bit shorter, but where that one went out, that's got some distance to it.
Rugnet Odor's 19th home run of the year on a high fastball.
Not even a strike.
Well, we are dead even now. 1-1.
He wanted to watch it longer than that. That was kind of a borderline watching your home run. He took a look at it, but he ran. That thing was roped.
Well, he didn't have to watch very long. He got out of here so fast. Yeah, Joey Gallo, big cut and a foul ball. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That looked like a ball that Joey Gallo would hit.
Yeah. Rooting at Odor, and he might not have gotten all that, but what he didn't get, you don't need to get.
If he didn't get all of it, I'd like to see what it would have been if he got all of it.
You know, Joey Gallo up there, and how about our TXU Energy power player to watch? Joey Gallo, 5 of his 7 career home runs have come right here at Globe Life Park. All of them over 400 feet. And most of them well over 400 feet, but he's caught looking at that nasty hook from Yordano Ventura. Gallo caught looking for strike 3.
That is a good hook. Another look at it right here. Straight down into the strike zone.
Yeah, if you've heard the term a 12-6 curveball and you wondered what it meant, that's what it means.
That was it.
Right there. That is the visual definition. Oh, 1 out here on the Rangers second. Elvis Andrus, 293 average, steps in. 1 ball and no strikes. Elvis, 4 home runs, 45 driven in. He's 2 for 9 in his career against Ventura. Check swing, the appeal down to first, and Ron Culpison now. He didn't swing. 2-0. Elvis 2 out of 6 in the just completed series against the Oakland A's. Gets this one hard, but foul outside third. 2-1. Elvis for the month of July. He's reached base in 20 of his last 21 games, all of those in the month of July. Escobar throws out his counterpart. There, 2 away.
Batting 8th, the first baseman, number
Next will be
18,
Mitch Moreland.
Mitch Moreland.
Mitch came on as a defensive replacement last night. Had an infield single that scored a run. Mitch now up to 232 with 40 RBI and 14 home runs. First pitch breaking ball to Moreland for strike 1. Mitch 2 out of 5 in his career against Yordano Ventura. Tall, thin right-hander back to the plate. 1-1 the count. Ventura, 6 feet tall. He's listed at 160. I'm not sure he quite fills his uniform out that well. That ball hit well to center field. Orlando got a great jump on it and tracks it down. Moreland hits it hard, but comes up a little bit short. Rougned Odor can come up short. His 19th home run of the year started off the Rangers' second. A run on a hit and after 2. Rangers won, Royals won on Fox Sports Southwest.
Arlington Rangers trailing the Royals by a score of 1-0, and it is UT night here at the ballpark. And here representing the University of Texas is David Pierce, the new head baseball coach. David, you're a Texas boy.
Yeah.
What's it like for a Texas boy to be leading the Texas Longhorns baseball team?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, for me to have this opportunity, it's just something as a kid that you dream of. Played against them, just admired the program for many years, and now to have the opportunity to come home and to also be the head coach is pretty special.
And for you tonight to represent the university here at the Ranger game, get to throw out the first pitch. What's this experience been like for you?
Well, I've always been a Houston Astros and a Texas Rangers fan, so again, it's kind of special being here. The Rangers have been so good of late. Just really cool to be here and be a part of the University of Texas and somewhat be a representative of it.
When you look, follow teams professionally on the collegiate level, wherever it might be, what do you look at and admire about this team?
Well, I think more than anything, the talent.
Of Adrian Beltre? The talent of Adrian Beltre?
Well, the talent and how they make the game look so easy. You really admire the way they play the game, and I think sometimes they get a bad rap because they play so many games. When the ball's in play, they really play hard. And sometimes when the ball's not in play, people do that as they don't play as hard. But they're great talent. It's a grind for 162 games, and I just think they're very special athletes.
Yeah, Beltre with a great play right there. David Pierce, thanks so much for being with us, representing UT on UT night at the ballpark. Best of luck to you and the Horns this upcoming season.
All right, thank you very much.
We'll send it back now to you guys.
All right, Ed, thank you. Well, an exciting play. Mondesi got his third major league hit. Leading off this inning, tried to swipe second. Rangers headed him off at the pass.
Yeah, he's picked off. This kid is so quick. It's not even a contest at second base, but he made the mistake to think he could get to third, and Rugi threw it, and Adrian tagged him out. So, exuberance on the bases. That kid can fly.
Yes, he can.
Fortunately, he didn't have a chance to get to third. That ball didn't roll that far away, and Ruby picked it up and gunned him down. But he was going on first movement. As soon as Cole made a move, Mondesi didn't care whether he threw home or whether he threw it to first. He was going. Yep. And he got to second easily before Mitch could throw there. But he couldn't get to third. They gunned him down. That's a play. We've seen that base running play a few times this year, something similar to it. And when you're at second base with nobody out, you don't want to be thrown out at third for the first out of the inning.
Right. Well, 2 outs here after the strikeout. Cuthbert coming up. Before that, we're going to send it back to John Radigan for a Chevy game break.
Baseball's a funny game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Baseball gods are going to get even with him all of a sudden. Chesler Cuthbert, who roped a double into the left field corner his first time, takes strike one.
Now the double and the home run were both cut fastballs. Pretty good ones, too, on the inside corner. Cuthbert ripped a double on one, second batter of the game.
As we said, Cole still looking for an answer to Cuthbert. Cuthbert's now 3 for 3 against him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Put a little wrinkle in it. That might be an answer. Now the Ford leaderboard. Apparently, a few people are having trouble figuring out Chesler Cuthbert, at least in the month of July, a 350 average. Hamilton Simmons, with the Angels leading the parade in the month of July, 398. In the dirt, it gets away. Chirinoso jumps on it quickly and throws to first for the out.
Maybe that's the answer, Buzz. Don't throw him a fastball.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going into the memory bank of both Chirinos and Cole Hamels. 1-1 after 2.5. Tomorrow night, it's presented by Sherwin-Williams, and Royals take on the Rangers at 7:05. Right afterwards, the fireworks show. Get your tickets at TexasRangers.com, or you can call 972-RANGERS. Right after game 2 of this series. A 1-1 ball game here. Rangers come to bat in the bottom of the 3rd, and Robinson Chirinos will lead off. Big breaking curveball for strike 1. Chirinos hitting at an even 200. He has not been able to solve Yordano Ventura yet. You see Robbie 0 for 7 in previous matchups. Chirinos 8 home runs, 17 RBI. All 8 home runs, by the way, have been on the road. About time he hit one here, I think. One and 2. Well, that is some great movement on the fastball, and probably that pitch probably looked pretty good to Chirinos about halfway to home plate when he started his swing.
Yeah, it's a velocity factor with the fastball, and the movement is the toughest part of it. Coming that fast, moving that much, it's tough to center.
Now this one hung up there.
The curveball is a little easier.
Yeah, Chirinos aboard with a leadoff single, and he smoked that right back up the middle.
That's the curveball we were talking about earlier, the 12-6 curveball. That one only got about halfway down to the 6th, though. The ones that were sharper and lower were pretty tough to hit. That one a little bit easier.
Yeah, that was about 12 to 8:30 or so, and it was perfect. Well, what a gorgeous sunset here tonight. Looking out to the west of Globe Life Park. A little burnt orange in the sky, it looks like. Very fitting on UT night here at Globe Life Park. 0-1 the count to Delino Shields, up for his 2nd time tonight. Delino lined to right in front of this crowd that has a lot of Longhorn supporters in it. All turned Ranger fans tonight, though. Delino, that .218 average, checking with Spike Owen down there at the 3rd base. Robinson Chirinos on with the leadoff single. 2nd Ranger hit of the night. Kansas City has 3 hits. Game tied at 1. And Ventura sets at the belt. There goes Chirinos. The hit and run is on. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw to Escobar, and they get Chirinos on a missed hit and run. Robinson caught 2-6. He caught stealing at 2nd. The Royals very good at stopping the running game. 30 stolen bases, including tonight. That's the fewest in the American League. And 29 would-be base stealers caught. That's 2nd most in the American League. And 9 pickoffs. Throw that in there, and they do a great job. Most of that with Salvador Perez behind the plate. Utera not bad throwing people out either. Off the fist, a little soft one hopper out to Mondesi. 2 gone. Next will be Nomar Mazara. Mazara went down swinging the first time that he faced Ventura tonight. Mazara, a 1-for-4 night in last night's ball game. Last 9 games, Mazara has hit to a .324 average. Remember, Mazara got off to such a great start in his major league career. The American League Rookie Player of the Month, both April and May. Swinging strike, and it's 1-1. and ran into his problems making adjustments to the adjustments that teams were making against him. Went through about a 40-game stretch where he hit under 230. Chop foul. And now back on the uptick. So it's that kind of learning experience. You have to go through it. And Nomar seems to be holding up pretty well. In there virtually every day, and he is making a lot of strides in his first foray at the big league level. Into left field. Gordon toward the line. That will do it. Rangers get a leadoff single, but the caught stealing took care of Robinson Chirinos. We have finished 3 at Globe Life Park. Rangers 1, Royals 1 on Fox Sports Southwest. For our Coors Light cold hard fact for you. Cole Hamels, one of only 4 pitchers in AL history to win 18 of their first 21 decisions with his team. The others, Nick Raschi and Whitey Ford and Vida Blue. It's pretty solid company. Cold hard fact brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Light. Eric Hosmer starting things off for the Royals here in the 4th inning. Hosmer 0 for 1, got called out on strikes in the first. Big rip and a foul off to the left side back into the upper deck. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hosmer has always enjoyed hitting in this ballpark, especially last year. He was 7 for 16 here, a .438 clip. Chops that foul. In his career, Hosmer has hit .333 in this park. On 18 for 54 with 3 home runs in 12 ball games here. Hamels the advantage in the count, no, at a ball and 2 strikes. And he's right back in on the fists of Hosmer. There's that number we were talking about. 12 ball games, .333, 3 and 11 RBI. Another 1-2. Got him swinging. Big sweeping breaking ball. That is strikeout number 7 for Hamels. 1 gone. Kendrys Morales coming out.
He's mixing them up pretty well right now. All his pitches are working well. Breaking ball way out of the strike zone, but after a couple of good 94-mile-an-hour fastballs right in on the fists, Hosmer's rear end's going one way and the bat's going the other.
His heart was
there before.
His heart was in it, but his posterior wasn't.
No. That guy's a good hitter, too. You mentioned earlier that he's been hitting left-handed pitchers very well this year, which shows how tough Cole was in that at bat. Wow, that's getting even more beautiful.
Isn't it, though? The storm wasn't particularly a lot of fun, but boy, that sure is a beautiful sight. That's from our RF camera that roams around Globe Life Park. That's from up on the left field rooftop, right by the new scoreboard out there, new video board. 1 ball and 1 strike to Morales. There's Morales, a ground ball to Adrian Beltre, his first time. Takes that pitch low, and it's 2-1. Cole Hamels, 7 more strikeouts tonight in 3 1/3 innings. 7 of the 9 outs have been via the strikeout. 7 of the 10 outs. Cole coming into play tonight was 8th in the American League with 120, so now he's up to 128. 2nd in the league with his 287 earned run average. And 3rd in winning percentage. In the air to right field, long run from Mazara into the corner. And Nomar tracks it down for out number 2. Good jump by Mazara, 2 away. Paulo Orlando coming up. Folks, individual ticket, individual Hyundai Club tickets include food and beverage and one of the best views in Globe Life Park. And it's all in air-conditioned comfort. Tickets in the Hyundai Club $75 each for Friday's game with the Rangers and the Royals. That's tomorrow night. Purchase your Hyundai Club tickets. Just visit TexasRangers.com or call 972-RANGERS.
Cole didn't shy away from throwing the same pitch he hit for a home run. To another fastball inside corner. That time he missed it.
That's when, as a pitcher, you're convinced that's the right pitch to him, and you just didn't get it there the first time.
Maybe, yeah.
You just want to establish in your mind and his that, hey, that's where we're going to throw it to you.
And he came away with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside corner. Didn't get quite the same kind of a swing.
I would imagine you probably might see a wrinkle or two here coming up shortly to him. Coming up and in first. 1 ball and 2 strikes. For Orlando, his 2nd home run of the year. He now has 22 RBI. He has put some numbers up. This against left-handers, 348. Not this time, though. Hamels rings up his 8th strikeout of the night, and the K's are going wild at Globe Life Park. 3 up, 3 down for the Royals. 3.5 in the books. We are tied at 1. year out here at Globe Life Park. Saturday, the 2016 Texas Rangers Hall of Fame ceremony, along with Alumni Legacy Weekend. Michael Young will be inducted into the Texas Ranger Baseball Hall of Fame, and we'll have it all for you right here on Fox Sports Southwest. We'll get underway with Rangers Live at 6:30. An hour-long presentation for you of the lead up to the induction. We'll have the entire induction ceremony. Pudge will be part of it, and my partner Tom Gree will be along with the rest of the Hall of Fame members. Michael Young going in, and the game will start at 7:35, and everything gets underway at 6:30 right here on Fox Sports Southwest on Saturday. Well, Ian Desmond hits the ball sharply but grounds out to short. So one gone here in the Ranger fourth, and brings up Adrian Beltre.
Escobar is a very, very good defensive player at shortstop.
One of the better, more athletic shortstops in the American League. Beltre, first ball swinging, skied to shallow center. Mondesi calling everybody off. 2 gone.
Well, last inning, Cole Hamels threw pretty much the same pitch to Paulo Orlando that he hit for a home run. Let's see if Ventura comes in with a high fastball here to Ruby. I got to think if he throws in the same pitch, Ruby can't hit the same pitch out twice. The pitch was about 3 inches high away and out of the strike zone.
I have an idea that's where that pitch was supposed to be the first time down.
Down a little lower?
Yeah. Yeah. Odor, his 19th home run of the year. Check swing. He did not go around. That according on appeal to Pat Hoberg. 2 balls and no strikes. Rubden now 52 RBI. That average up to 279. 2-1. Here's the pitch that Rubden loved. Right up there at the shoulder. 2-2 as the curveball nibbles on the inside corner. And you look at the hot zone for Rubden, middle of the plate and up to the outer part of the plate and up.
Hey, Ruby's one of those left-hand hitters who's not a low ball hitter at all. A lot of left-hand hitters are.
Our AT&T high-speed replay for you. And there is a lot of high speed in that thing. And had no hang time whatsoever. Full count. Yeah, that hot zone chart looked more like what you would consider a right-handed hitter to be. Up, out over the plate, away, out over the plate, and up. Not many left-handers have that. Got him swinging. Good breaking ball from Ventura, who stares in at Rubden Odor. So 3 up, 3 down. Rangers gone in order, and a wry smile on Odor's face. After 4, we're tied at 1. On Fox Sports Southwest is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. And by the all-new 3-row Mazda CX-9. Meticulously crafted for driving because driving matters. Comfortable evening out here at Globe Life Park. 84 degrees as we start the top of the 5th inning. Alex Gordon takes the first pitch from Cole Hamels inside for ball 1. It'll be Gordon, Eibner, and Butera. Hamels has retired the last 5 that he has faced, 4 of them by strikeouts. Ball 2 a little bit high. Gordon hit the ball right on the button his first time up, lined out to center field. Nice sliding catch by Ian Desmond. 2-1.
Gordon got 3 hits in a ball game last night. That's the first time this year that he had a 3-hit game. You have to go back to last September for the last time he had a 3-hit game. This is a good hitter in a slow season for him.
3-1. I was going to ask you, did you ever have a hand injury that you tried to play with, or it was
no, but I can imagine it'd be very difficult if you did.
I
had a wrist injury, but you know, if you've got any kind of a hard hit ball, any kind of a wrist injury makes it very difficult to hit.
You know, Gordon, a 3-1 pitch, able to drive that into right field for a single.
Right fielder Brett Eibner.
1 on, nobody out. Eibner coming up. We're going to check in with Emily Jones.
Well, guys, I've got details on Green Dot Bobblehead Day here at Globe Life Park in Arlington. Sunday, July 31st, this Sunday, the first 15,000 fans through the door will get one of these beauties. It is the second in a 3-part series, which of course features blue, red, and green dots. So this is the middle of the 3. You need to collect them all through the doors. 15,000, July 31st, this Sunday. TexasRangers.com to get your tickets, presented by Nitto Tires. Isn't he cute?
Yeah.
He's adorable.
Yeah.
Come and get it.
That's the green dot.
It is the
okay.
Very observant,
yeah.
Steve Busby.
Well, I'm colorblind sometimes.
He's green.
Cole Hamels going to get a visit from Robinson Chirinos and Rougned Odor. I don't think Cole's really much interested in talking to anybody right about now.
Did you welcome those kind of conferences at the mound, Buzz?
No, not really. I had enough trouble with just me there. It was somebody else. I felt like I was surrounded. 2 balls and no strikes to Brett Eibner, who struck out the first time that he faced Hamels. Is out of play, and it's 2-1. Well, Eibner mired in an 0 for 19 slump, and that encompasses everything from the All-Star break forward for him. He has really struggled. And, to Ned Yost's credit, he's running back out there. Look, you're going to have to find a way out of it, and the only way you can do that is by playing. He's given him some time off to work on things, but he has not hesitated to run Brett Eibner back out there. Two and 1 the count. 1 on, nobody out. Top of the 5th inning in a 1-1 game. Now 3-1. Hamels, who did not walk anybody in his outing in Chicago, first outing after the All-Star break. Walked 3 when he faced the Royals last Saturday. Has not walked anybody here tonight. He's run the count full now to Eibner. So with nobody out, we'll see if Alex Gordon is turned loose at first base for the 3-2 pitch. Drew Butera, the number 8 hitter, will follow. Hamels, a check of Gordon. He's staying put. 3-2 pitch. Loop to shallow center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Gordon got a good read, so he's going to advance to third. And the Royals now, with nobody out in the fifth, have runners at the corners for Butera.
Hit that off-speed pitch right off the end of the bat. Not hard enough to carry it. A little harder than what would have been able to be fielded by the second baseman. Gordon saw that ball all the way, knew it was going to fall in, knew how softly it was hit. He had a very good chance to get to third.
Well, Brett Eibner snaps at 0 for 19 with a little dying quail into shallow center field. First and third for Drew Butera, who struck out his first time. Rangers with runners at the corners, playing the middle of the infield at double play depth. Beltre about a step behind the bag at third. And ball one is down and in. Butera, a .303 average. Cole Hamels has been very good at inducing double play grounders. And he misses high with that, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Gordon over at third. Very modest lead. Over at first, Brett Eibner. 2 balls and a strike now to Butera. Cole, that was his 75th pitch of the night. 51 strikes, 24 balls. Threw 105 against the Royals last Saturday. It was in 5 1/3 innings. Inside, 3-1. Cole now having a devil of a time in this inning, getting ahead of hitters. Alex Gordon got a base hit on a 3-1 pitch. Brett Eibner on a 3-2 pitch. Now he's fallen behind to Drew Butera, 3 balls and a strike. With the number 9 man, Raul Mondesi, in the on-deck circle. 3-2. And again, Robinson Chirinos taking a foul ball to the mask. It had to feel like a freight train hitting. Poor Chirinos, he gets more foul balls off the mask that stagger him than anybody I've ever seen.
He does. He gets a lot of them, boy. Boy, that's right in the nose, too.
Yep. You want to find out what that feels like. Get a catcher's mask and have somebody swing a bat at you and hit you right in the mask hard as they can. That's probably what that would feel like. No, just don't do that.
Yeah, but you might get somebody to try that. Yeah. Boys. Better be careful.
Better not do that. So full count with nobody out. We'll see if Eibner is running. Fans raising their voices in support of Cole Hamels and the Rangers. Eibner staying put. 3-2 pitch, got him swing. Good cutter down and in. Butera, and that's a huge strikeout for Cole Hamels. That's his 9th of the night.
Well, Butera was discerning early in the count, but as it got later in the count and on the 3-2 pitch, a little over anxious to drive in that run. And that cutter just kept on cutting, and he wasn't able to make any contact with it.
So now 1 out. And Mondesi, who is one of the more difficult guys, I would think, to try and double up the traditional double play. He has such great speed. And the Rangers, though, will play the infield halfway back or at double play depth. Mondesi had a base hit to center. Shows bunt and takes ball 1. Mentioned Mondesi last night had a 2-hit night, his first 2 major league hits in the regular season. Now he made his major league debut in last year's World Series for Kansas City. First player to ever do that, make a major league debut in the postseason. Made his regular season debut with the Royals and had a couple of hits, one of them a bunt single. Had a ground ball single up the middle, his first time up here tonight. 1-0 pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, his dad was more stocky, built kind of like a fullback. His dad could run too.
Yeah. Also has a pretty good pop.
Yeah, he did. He had power. The younger Mondesi, tall, lanky, as well as his father ran. I think his son probably runs even faster, but doesn't look like he's going to have the same kind of power that his father had.
Down at the shoe tops, and it's 2-1.
Well, he's been one of the top prospects in the Orioles organization the last couple of years.
Mondesi now settling back in. Cole Hamels in a bit of a pickle here in this 5th inning. First and third with 1 out. Facing the 21-year-old Raul Mondesi Jr. Turned 21 yesterday. From the Dominican Republic. And he has made his way through the Royals organization pretty quickly. Signed in 2012 and his big league debut, as we mentioned, just yesterday. Slow chopper. That's going to be tough for Elvis. On the run, throws out Mondesi. In to score, Alex Gordon. Mondesi with the RBI. And the Royals have a 2-1 lead. Eibner down to second.
Yeah, it wasn't hit hard enough to do anything with it except to get the out at first base. If it was hit a little harder, Elvis might have had a chance to throw home. Wasn't going to get a chance to double up Mondesi unless it was a rope hit right at him. But it's hit so slowly, he had to go as quickly as he could just to get the out at first base. You see Mondesi flying down the line.
No, Mondesi gets his second RBI as a big leaguer. 2 outs with Eibner at second. And back to the top of the order, Alcides Escobar. Check swing on the breaking ball. It's 0-1. Escobar has struck out both times that he has faced Hamels tonight. Royals' first run came on a leadoff home run in the second by Paulo Orlando. Second run after back-to-back hits open up the 5th inning. Good backdoor hook. 0-2. Escobar, a .257 average. Cole Hamels trying to keep this at a 1-run inning. Got him swinging. 10th strikeout for Hamels. The Royals, however, take the lead. They get a run on 2 hits and lead 1. Halfway through the ball game, Royals 2, Rangers 1 on Fox Sports Southwest. 1. Head on out to the ballpark this Saturday. Rangers take on the Kansas City Royals, pick up this special collectible. First 15,000 fans 14 and older receive a franchise 4 quad bobblehead. That's courtesy of Medical Center Arlington. You can nod along with Beltran and Pudge and Nolan and Michael Young, the Texas Rangers franchise 4. Get your tickets for this Saturday by logging on to TexasRangers.com. Well, Rangers find themselves down by a run once again. Here's Joey Gallo to start things off. Gallo, Andrus, and Moreland. That ball, I'm not sure that hit the dirt. That might have hit the grass out in front of the dirt. Ventura held on to that just a little too long.
That would have been a good strike for Vladimir Guerrero. Bounced right above the knees. He would have hit it. It did. Hit the grass.
Got the grass. I'm not sure I've seen that happen in a while. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one is a little bit low. Get an angle that
that thing bounced right down the middle. Yeah, that's the first time we've seen a ball going up like that from a side angle. Try to do it again.
Yeah, that's 3 straight that Ventura. I'll say one thing while he's raising his sights a little bit and getting closer. Well, the count to Joey now has gone to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gallo called out on strikes his first time up. Those are his numbers at Round Rock. 19 home runs. That was good for 4th in the Pacific Coast League. Got him swinging.
Yeah, he gave him a dose of breaking balls, that's for sure.
4th strikeout for Yordano Ventura. He was 1 away. Elvis Andrus coming up. And first, we're going to send it back to John Radigan for a Chevy game break. All right, John, thank you. You know, the more I think about that, that's just incredible. Ichiro Suzuki closing in on 3,000 hits here, and what do you have, 1,800 in Japan? Amazing. Elvis Andrus grounded out to his counterpart, shortstop Alcides Escobar, first time up. Rangers just 2 hits tonight against Ventura through 4 1/3. Leadoff home run by Odor in the 2nd, and then a leadoff single by Chirinos in the 3rd. Ventura, no walks tonight, 4 strikeouts, 2-0 pitch. Way inside. Elvis having a jackknife out of the way. So 3-1 now. Elvis batting 7th, trying to get aboard against Ventura. Mitch Moreland getting ready in that on-deck circle. Three and 2. It's about as easy a 96-mile-an-hour fastball with movement you're going to see. Ventura, one of those special arms that comes along every so often. Payoff pitch and a bouncer to the left of Cuthbert. Long throw, and Elvis retired 2 away.
First baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Cheslor Cuthbert handling that tricky ground ball pretty effectively. Now Mitch will step in with the bases empty. Moreland hit the ball right on the button his first time up, line to pretty deep left center field. Paulo Orlando chasing that ball down. Curveball misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Mitch with home runs in 3 of his last 9 ball games. 5 of his last 9 hits have been for extra bases. To left field, that chases Gordon back to the track, to the wall. Goodbye. Moreland going opposite
Well, you talk about a guy that's strong. I thought that was just a fly ball to left field. It just kept on going. Hit it better than it looked.
Mitch Moreland, his 15th home run of the year.
Mitch hit the ball hard his first time up. He lined a shot to center field that Orlando ran down. I've seen a couple of well-hit balls to left field over the last few days. Joey Gallo's went over the bullpen out there 440 feet. That big one by Mitch. Two pitchers pitching very well in a pitcher's duel. Rangers had 2 solo shots for their 2 runs. I don't think Mitch hit that off the barrel of the bat.
I don't think so.
I think he hit it toward the end of the bat.
Yeah.
It didn't have that sound to it. That's why it didn't look like it was going to go that far. He just so strong, he's able to muscle it that far.
The ball carried pretty well for him.
Yep.
2 balls and a strike now to Robinson Chirinos. You know that home run that Mitch hit on Tuesday night against Oakland after Gallo's home run, he crushed into the bullpen.
Yeah.
That one you could see take off, but this one didn't have that appearance to it.
No.
But it counts. 2-1 pitch. Now 2-2 to Chirinos. I don't think anybody on the bench realized that was going to carry that far either. Kind of caught them by surprise, but they'll take it. Out of play deep down the right side, back into the club level of seats, and the count remains even to Robinson Chirinos. Chirinos last played on Tuesday night and snapped an 0 for 12 streak with a double against the A's. And a foul tip in and out of the glove of Drew Butera. Well, Robinson stays alive with this at bat. Ventura into that small windup. Chirinos chops it foul. Well, the Rangers have been on a terrific home run pace. As a matter of fact, you go back to the end of the first week in June. They have 69 home runs now with their 2 tonight. That's the most in baseball in a month and a half.
It's pretty good.
Big breaking ball, and Ventura gets his 5th strikeout of the night. Rangers are gone in the 5th, but not before Mitch Moreland ties the ball game with his 15th home run of the year. On to the 6th, tied at 2. Galaxy far, far away to enjoy Star Wars weekend presented by Takis. Come on out to Globe Life Park August 26th through the 28th for Star Wars giveaway and post-game fireworks show when the Rangers take on the Cleveland Indians. Get your tickets today at TexasRangers.com, and may the force be with you. Force was definitely with the Jedi Moreland. Pounded that thing out to left field, tying this ball game. Now Cole Hamels out to start the 6th, and Chesler Cuthbert takes inside for ball 1. Cuthbert a double in the 1st inning. In the 3rd, Cole Hamels got him on strikes. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cuthbert now with a 4-game hitting streak. Sits safely in 16 of his last 17 ball games. Rangers brought his 12-game hitting streak to an end on Sunday. And Cole gets one in at the knees. 1-2. Full count. Oh, excuse me, 2-2. Getting the pitch ahead of myself. Royals with 5 base hits tonight. Rangers with 3. And that pitch floats just a little bit high. There's the full count now. Cuthbert leading off here in the 6th inning. He'll be followed by the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Payoff pitch from Hamels. Elvis near the bag. Strong arm to get Cuthbert.
First baseman Eric Hosmer.
No, 1 away now. Hosmer will come up. Hosmer called out on strikes in the 1st. Struck out swinging in the 4th. Hosmer, the MVP of this year's All-Star ballgame, San Diego. He and the Royals catcher Salvador Perez going deep in that one. 0-1 the count. Good tailing fastball at 93 miles an hour.
That's one of those games where Cole's got his assortment working. No walks, 10 strikeouts. Pretty good indication that it's all working for him tonight. He's had good velocity, good movement, cutter, changeup, curveball.
Got him on the fist. A little 3-hopper out to Odor. 2 gone.
Looking for a quick inning here so he can go back out for the 7th inning. He's at 94 pitches right now. Another quick ball in play and an out. Get him into the 7th inning.
Let me show you inning by inning. That 1st inning at 21 and the 5th inning at 24. The only time that Cole has been extended in a particular frame. Still a lot left in his tank tonight. Kendrys Morales, ground ball to 3rd, a fly ball to right. 0 for 2 this evening. Up the middle, but that's right where Rougned Odor is positioned. And there is a quick and tidy 1-2-3, 6th inning for Cole Hamels. 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 2. Sonic Slam Inning, brought to you by Sonic. Tonight's jackpot is worth $700 and dinner for two at Sonic Drive-In. If a Ranger hits a home run during this inning, Robert Papa from Arlington will win $700. And if a Ranger hits a grand slam, well, Robert's going to take home $25,000. You can register at any participating Sonic restaurant. Liner to Shields, hot-footed it down to first and just thrown out by a half step by Alcides Escobar. Oh, one pitch, one away here in the Sonic Slam Inning. The Rangers' sixth. Next will be Nomar Mazara to face Ventura. Mazara tonight has flied out and struck out. 0 for 2 in that batting mark and an even 280. Just inside for ball one. We'll see if Nomar can zero in on Ventura again. Got him on Saturday. And ahead in the count now, 2 balls and no strikes. Good shot from right down the right field line, up the upper reaches of Globe Life Park. Our RF camera roaming around. Great views everywhere here at Globe Life Park. 83-degree evening as we play in the 6th.
Boy, he's throwing a lot of breaking balls. He threw Joey Gallo all off-speed pitches, changeups, and curveballs. In fact, he bounced about 3 curveballs and then threw it 3 and 2 and threw a great one for a strike.
He threw a fastball down the middle at 3-0, make it 3-1. Mazara batting second in the order, followed by Ian Desmond, the Rangers center fielder. And now Butera going to go out and have a chat with his excitable right-hander. Ventura, a 25-year-old out of Samana in the Dominican Republic. Dave Island, the pitching coach. Up the middle, backhanded by Escobar. 2 gone.
Center fielder Ian Desmond.
Time for our Lowe's Home Field Advantage. Presented by Lowe's. How about this season at Globe Life Park for Ian Desmond? .366 average, that leads the team. He leads in home runs, RBI, on base percentage, slugging percentage. That's a minimum of 100 at bats. That is a distinct home field advantage for Ian Desmond. Thanks to the folks at Lowe's for letting us ogle those numbers. No balls, 2 strikes now. Ventura's saved some of his better pitches for Desmond. He just had Ian out in front. He walked Desmond in the first inning. Got Ian on a ground ball to short his last time up. Ian, 20 home runs, 62 runs driven in. High chopper out to Mondesi at second. That'll do it. 3 ground balls. Rangers are dispensed with in the 6th. We're going to inning number 7 at Globe Life Park. It's the Rangers 2 and the Royals 2 on Fox Sports Southwest. 4-game summary tonight. A lot of long balls. And Paulo Orlando got it started. His second home run of the year in the second inning off Cole Hamels. Rougned Odor not to be outdone. He tried to push back the upper home run porch a few feet. 1-1 in the second. And then in a 2-1 Royals lead, Mitch Moreland said, I'm going the other way. Out over the out-of-town scoreboard. A 2-2 game. 3 home runs in the ball game. Cole Hamels, after a very quick 6th inning, out to pitch the 7th. And he is dealing to Paulo Orlando of that home run fame in the second.
Orlando walking around like that pitch was a foot inside. Pitch right on the inside corner, kid.
Other than the home run, Orlando struck out the last time that he faced Cole Hamels. And no swing on that one. Ron Copeland down there making the determination. Tony Barnett getting loose in the Ranger bullpen. Cole Hamels readying for his 98th pitch of the night. 2-1.
Orlando hit his second home run. He's been up 250 times. That's only his second home run. The other thing that's unlikely for him is a walk. He's been up 250 times. He's only walked 5 times.
He does like to swing at that breaking ball too.
Yeah, he may have seen his last inside fastball of the game.
2-2. Hamels reading the sign from Robinson Chirinos. He tried to go in there that time, got it up a little bit. It's a full count. Orlando, the number 5 hitter in the order. Leading off here, Alex Gordon will follow. Hamels to the wind, the payoff pitch. Lost him.
That's an upset. That's his only his second home run. He's got only his 6th walk in the same game. But he's got some speed, so that's not the guy you want to see on base leading off an inning.
First walk for Hamels tonight. 1 on, nobody on. Alex Gordon single to right his last time up, line to center. Back in the second. I mentioned Hamels very good at inducing double plays. He is at 13 turned behind him. A little loss of command here to start off the 7th inning for Cole Hamels. With that single now, Alex Gordon up to 211 for the year. Orlando inching off the bag at first as Hamels checks him. Ripped to right field, hooking and foul. Well in front of the foul pole.
Off-speed pitch that curved but stayed in the middle of the plate. Fortunately, Gordon kind of jumped at it and yanked it foul.
A ball and a strike to count as Orlando steps off his lead. Mitch Moreland playing the inside of the bag. There goes Orlando. The pitch is low. The throw is not in time. Paulo Orlando using that good speed to get himself into scoring position with the stolen base. Cole that time with the high leg kick, and Orlando took advantage. 2 balls and a strike to Gordon. We'll see if Hamels can get Alex Gordon and prevent him from pulling the ball to get Orlando to third. Two and two. numbers with runners in scoring position. 269 the season average. Tonight the Royals 0 for 5. Orlando, the leadoff walk and stolen base, is out at second. 3-2. The second straight hitter in this inning. Cole's gone to a full count. Gordon hitting 6 to be followed by Brett Eibner. Hamels the payoff delivery. Got him swinging. Big breaking ball. Gordon couldn't help himself. And that is strikeout number 11 for Cole Hamels. And that ties his season high.
I think he fooled him with the breaking ball. 3-2. Threw him the curveball. Good one. I think you feel like you've got a little margin for error on a 3-2 breaking ball. The hitter's a little bit more likely to swing at it. And he threw it in a location where if he did swing, there was nothing he could do with it.
Now, Cole Hamels also had 11 strikeouts against the Astros down at Minute Maid Park back in May 22nd of this year. His career high for strikeouts, you have to go back to 2007. He had 15 against Cincinnati. But a big one here. That's the first out. Brett Eibner has singled and struck out tonight. Lines it to left to Shields. Right in his tracks after he took one step. 2 gone. His captain over there not horsing around. He's hoping the Rangers get out of this inning and score some runs.
There you go. He's going to horse around now.
There you go.
That's it.
A 2 out now. Drew Butera, who has struck out both times that he has faced Hamels. Takes the breaking ball that bends in for strike 1. Butera struck out to end the second. Struck out for the first out of the 5th inning. Up there with the go-ahead run at second base and 2 outs in the 7th. Line drive, Beltran up over his head to make that catch. And Hamels works around the leadoff walk and stolen base. Runner stranded in scoring position will take the stretch here at Globe Life Park. Rangers 2, Royals 2. Let's take a look at tonight's greater coverage of baseball, brought to you by T-Mobile. How about Jose Fernandez of the Miami Marlins tonight against the Cardinals? 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 9 punchouts. Previous 13 starts, 9-2 with a 186, 128 strikeouts in just 87 innings. That's 13 1/4 strikeouts per 9 innings. That's pretty good. Adrian Beltre starting off, takes inside for ball 1. Well, the middle third of the Ranger order here in the 7th inning. Beltre, Odor, and Gallo. And Beltre just got underneath one, a sky-high fly ball to center. Orlando takes care of that. 4 out, number 1. Back to our greater coverage of baseball. T-Mobile, let the San Francisco Giants acquire all-star infielder Eduardo Nunez from the Minnesota Twins tonight. The Giants trying to shore up their run for the National League West title. A 1 away here in the Rangers 7th. Rougned Odor. It's either been the penthouse or the basement for him. A long home run and a strikeout. 19th round tripper of the year, went into the upper home run porch right above the Ranger bullpen. That is not a cheapie. That's big guy territory up there. Next time up, Ventura got him on a 3-2 pitch. 1-1 here. Going the other way. Escobar, a jump throw. The side, he's not, excuse me, he's safe at first. On Culpa. Kind of a disinterested safe side.
That was kind of safe side. I'm not really sure on this one.
Was that what it was?
Yeah. Well, you know, you said this before, Buzz. It's tough for an umpire at first base when a guy dives. Because the dust is flying. It's hard to tell when his hand hits the bag. And he's right on top of it. And they're going to question it, I guess, right here.
They're going to take a look at that. From that angle.
You can't see him winning it.
Now, you don't have to worry about over-sliding the bag. One thing about it at first base. Remember, the call was safe at first. And I guess the question is there clear and convincing evidence that the ball impacting the back of Eric Hosmer's glove happened before Odor's hand touched the base?
I don't see it yet, do you?
Not yet.
There might.
That's awfully close.
Yeah, I don't know if it did or not, but I don't think any of these show that throw got there before the hand.
Yeah. At least not clearly and convincingly.
That's going to be the closest. That one might have shown it. That was a little closer.
Yep. Replay command center being queried about the outcome of this. There's a good spot at it too.
That might have been it right there.
God, that's still awfully close. If it had not been a safe call at first, I'd say, yeah, he was out, no doubt about it. But since the call at first was safe, is that enough to overturn it? We're going to get the answer to that question in just a moment. He is out, so it was enough to overturn that call.
That one angle seemed to show it. The other ones were not convincing at all. Nice play by Escobar. Went in the hole, jump throw to first base.
And that replay review brought to you by Ford tonight, folks. So 2 away. And Joey Gallo will come up for his 3rd at bat. Gallo has struck out both times that he has faced Ventura tonight. Now, Joey, who got the start the evening he was called up for the 2nd time, had a couple of strikeouts and a long home run on Tuesday night in that ball game. Give you a little replay here. He's already got the 2 strikeouts. Now we just need the long home run. 0-1. Gallo 1 for 8 this year. And he's down in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes.
Both pitchers have top-of-the-line stuff tonight. Ventura, as well as we've seen him throw, only walked one batter. He's had an excellent assortment of curveballs and fastballs. Still throwing 98 miles an hour, 96 pitches into the 7 pitches into the ball game.
Ventura to the wind, the 1-2 pitch. Got him on the fists a little bit, looping the fly ball to left, but Gordon there to make the catch, and that'll do it. No, Ventura's retired the last 7 Rangers he has faced. We've gone through 7 innings at Globe Life Park. Rangers 2, Royals 2 on Fox Sports Southwest.
Buzz and Tom, time for the Progressive fan of the game. Look at this little guy walk up the stadium. There you go, buddy. It's got to be Bill, longtime Rangers season ticket holder. This is daddy-daughter night, but it has a little sentimental value to it, doesn't it, Bill?
Oh, Jim, it's a great night. Been bringing my daughter out here since she was 2 years old.
Oh, wow. And now she lives where?
Seattle, Washington.
All right. She comes home, and you bring her right to a Ranger game. Great dad, huh, Claire?
Amazing.
Amazing. All right, well, congratulations. There, the bag. Good to have you out here. And Claire, good to see you. There you go.
Go Rangers.
There you go. All right, Bill.
Nice going, Noxie. That's a good one.
What a nice tradition.
Yep. Well, Cole Hamels back out to the mound. 111 pitches in to the ball game, and he is now 1 ball and 1 strike to Raul Mondesi Jr. Cole with the game on the line in a tie game says, hey, I've got this. Let me get back out there and go to work. 1-2. Tony Barnett, who was up last inning, probably ready in case anybody gets aboard here in the 8th. Got him swinging. Hamels with his 12th strikeout. 1 gone. Jake Diekman, your left-hander, has worked 3 straight days of throwing.
Prior to today, Hamels' highest pitch count was 113, so he's eclipsed that here in the 8th inning.
That 1 out now, and he goes back to the top of the order. Now, Cetus Escobar 0 for 3 with 3 punch-outs. It's just off the plate outside. Well, Escobar's got the hat trick. He's bidding for the golden sombrero. Pitch hung up. Escobar not able to do much with it. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Escobar is not a guy that strikes out that much. He's only struck out 58 times. He's played every game, playing every day. The only Royal to start every ball game. He's been up over 400 times. In today's game, that's not a lot of strikeouts, 58.
Yeah.
Well, he's one strike away from having 4 in this one.
Yeah, and this Royals team doesn't strike out a
No,
whole
they
lot.
don't.
They put the ball in play.
They've been that way the last few years. They hardly ever walk. Fewest walks in the American League, but they also put the ball in play. So they swing at a lot of pitches and make a lot of contact.
You know, on the fists of Escobar, it's still 1-2. The 12 strikeouts tonight for Cole Hamels match his high as a Ranger. He had a dozen last year against the Mariners in September. The 12 also the highest by a Ranger this year. That is out number 2. And before Cuthbert comes up, let's send it over to John Radigan for a Chevy game break. All right, John, thank you. Chris Sale not able to slice his way through the Cubs lineup tonight as well. Looping drive to right for Cuthbert. That is in for a base hit, a 2-out single. His second hit of the night. He is 2 for 4. And Eric Hosmer will come up.
First baseman Eric Hosmer.
How many bad Taylor and slicing jokes do you think there have been for Chris Sale coming back?
I just heard a couple in my ear coming out of the truck.
Bad ones?
Well, they're pretty good, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder where they got him. Just kidding, guys. I got to be careful what I say. They control what you see of us up here. Well, here's Hosmer, who struck out twice and grounded out.
Best one I heard after you brought that subject up was he didn't have his cutter tonight.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Pretty good. Hamels' first pitch. And that breaking ball kind of gets away from him. That for Cole is 121st pitch of the night. There it is, inning by inning. Pretty consistent. You'd have to say just the 2 20-plus pitch innings. Two balls, no strikes. Now Cole with a season average of 101.4 pitches per start. He's exceeded that by just a bit tonight. It's okay. He hasn't had a whole lot of high stress innings, and that certainly goes into figuring how much of a problem it's going to be. He gets out of this with a ground ball to Lindor. Well, the 2-out single, no damage. The Royals strand their 4th runner. We're going to the bottom of the 8th at Globe Life Park. Rangers 2, Royals 2 on Fox Sports Southwest.
Here at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Rangers and Royals all tied up at 2 apiece. This is the opener of a 4-game set between these two teams. Game 2 set to take place tomorrow here on Fox Sports Southwest. Same time, same place. Coverage starts at 6:30. Here you see a couple of the hot hitters involved in this one. Adrian Beltre and Eric Hosmer, the 2016 All-Star Game MVP. There you see the numbers that AB has against KC since joining the Rangers back in 2011. Big thank you to the fine folks at AT&T High-Speed Internet for getting us ready for Game 2 of 4 between the Royals and the Rangers, guys.
Well, Elvis spinning out of the way of that high, tight fastball. Ventura still rushing at the home plate in the mid-90s. Elvis trying to send a little message back to it. 1-2. Andrus leading off the Ranger 8th inning, the bottom third of the Ranger order. Elvis 0 for 2 tonight. A couple of ground balls.
Well, Ventura's pitched 7 innings in a game 4 or 5 times this year, but never more than 7 innings. Unusual in a ball game for both starting pitchers to pitch 8 innings in a game nowadays.
Yep.
You don't see that very often.
2-2 pitch. Up the middle, and Escobar throws out his counterpart. 1 down. Well, there is a new season high in innings pitched for Jordan Ventura, 7 1/3 here tonight. And he'll face Mitch Moreland for the 3rd time. Well, Mitch last time up drove the ball out over the out-of-town scoreboard. And Herrera out there in the Royals bullpen. He is loosening. Mitch now 15 home runs, 41 RBI. Mitch has been known now to go back-to-back on home runs every once in a while. He had one to work with there that hung up for him and fouled it straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mitch with 4 home runs in his last 10 ball games. That is pretty much center square. One ball and 2 strikes. It's trying to run into one here. Sam Dyson getting ready in the Ranger bullpen. You would think Dyson would pitch the 9th inning regardless. Cole Hamels at 123 pitches. Another one of those breaking balls from Ventura that just barely made the dirt in front of home plate. 2-2.
Well, Ventura has exceeded his innings high of the year, and he'll exceed his pitch high of the year right here. He's only been over 100 pitches 4 times this year.
And he's run the count full. So Mitch trying to get aboard here with 1 out in the 8th. Robinson Chirinos, the Ranger catcher, is next. Crowd starting to ooh and ah a bit in anticipation of the 3-2 pitch. Ventura back to the plate. Hit well. Deep left center field. There it goes. Goodbye. Second home run of the night from Mitch Moreland. The Rangers lead it 3-2.
He's throwing a lot of breaking balls in this game. Mitch had one right in the middle of the plate that he fouled off. 3-2. He didn't miss that one. And this might be the best Mitch has swung the bat in one game all year long. And the reason I say that, Buzz, is because he's right on the fastball and he's right on the breaking ball. He's not fooling them with off-speed pitches, and he's not throwing the fastball by him. He's right on everything in 3 at-bats tonight. The only out he made was a line shot to center field. Curveball stayed up, outside part of the plate. That ball was gone the minute it hit the bat.
Goodness gracious. Now that had the sound to it.
Yeah, it did.
Made me flinch, and I knew it was coming. Centurinos down on strikes for the second out. For Moreland, his 10th 2-home-run game of his career.
He tried to fool him with a 3-2 breaking ball and might have had a chance if he threw him a good breaking ball. Instead, he hung it. And then to the next hitter, he threw those last 2 pitches as hard as he possibly could and got the strikeout. 98 for the last one.
Now Jurickson Profar now coming off the Ranger bench to pinch hit for Delino to Shields. Profar will get an at bat as a pinch hitter here. Jurickson, that .296 average, 4 home runs, 14 driven in. He's done a very solid job coming off the Ranger bench. Pitch hitting this year, Profar is 3 for 6. He has driven in 4 runs in those 6 at-bats. Pulls it to Mondesi out at second. And that'll do it. But Mitch Moreland comes up huge again for the Rangers. His 2nd home run of the night. His 2nd 2-home-run game of this year. 10th of his career. It's Sam Dyson time as we head to the 9th. Rangers on top 3-2.
Straight wins over the World Series champions and take a 3-2 lead into the 9th inning here at Globe Life Park in Arlington. Welcome back to the Captain Morgan Club. John Radigan here with Mark McLemore, Pudge Rodriguez. We are getting ready for an exciting post-game show called Rangers Live. We'll hear from the manager, Jeff Bannister. What does he have to say? How about Cole Hamels' performance? We will dissect that. And Mitch Moreland is doing it all. We talk about that and so much more. Lots of post-game reaction on Rangers Live immediately following this one, guys.
All right, John, thank you. Well, Mitch Moreland, 2 home runs. Rangers have had 4 hits tonight. 3 of those 4 have been home runs. They lead 3-2. They turn the ball game over to Sam Dyson, who is making his 50th appearance of the year. Saw Sam a couple of nights ago. Worked an inning against the Oakland A's. Get some work in, and he's out there now with the game on the line. Ryan Rua has entered the game to take over in left field. Dyson will have to wade through the middle of the order. Kendrys Morales, Paulo Orlando, and Alex Gordon. Dyson falls behind Kendrys Morales. 2 balls and no strikes. Morales tonight 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and a fly ball. Switch hitter turns around to bat from the left side against Sam Dyson. 2 balls and a strike. The run that Dyson gave up on Tuesday night here, first run he'd given up since the end of June. First time he'd been scored upon. This is outside, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, so far, velocity down a little bit. Fastballs are 93-ish. Generally, he's 96-ish.
Sam's 3-1 pitch. 3-2.
Yeah, if Sam's keeping the ball down with that good sinking action, velocity is not quite as critical as it is for some pitchers. It still gets you ground ball.
Full count to Morales. He is the cleanup hitter. Paulo Orlando waiting in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch on the way. Lost him. Ball 4. Another tying run is aboard with the leadoff walk.
Center fielder Paulo Orlando.
MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, delivers everything you've come to expect and a lot more. Watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 supported devices. That includes a free subscription to At Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Just visit MLB.TV for more details. And Gerard Dyson has entered the ball game now. He will be the pinch runner carrying the tying run. He runs for Kendrys Morales. Dyson, as we know, a very fleet-footed outfielder. He is on now at first base. Paulo Orlando is 1 for 2 tonight with a home run and a walk. Beltre in at third, guarding against the bunt. As the first pitch from Dyson is low and in.
Generally, in these situations, we've seen Sam come in and velocity-wise anywhere be between 96 and 98 miles an hour. Not seeing that same velocity in this outing. Again, that's not the most critical issue, but throwing strikes is.
Yeah, and that's what he thinks about his lack of velocity tonight is what's important, I think, Tom. It's a good point, because if you don't feel good about yourself with less velocity, that's problematic, especially in this juncture of the ballgame. There goes Dyson. The pitch is high. The throw is even higher. And the tying run now at second base with nobody out. Gerard Dyson swiped second.
Yeah, it's a good thing Rugi was backing that play up. That ball was headed into center field. But he was backing the play up and was able to catch that ball before it got into center field to keep Dyson at second base. Otherwise, you're in a very critical situation, man on third base and no outs, as it is with that speed at second base. And it takes some good pitching by Sam to work his way out of this jam.
That it is. 2 balls and no strikes to Orlando. Dyson at second. Dyson on the hill. Set to work. 2-1. Paulo Orlando's not making himself very friendly with Jerry Meals. He's complained about 3 or 4 different pitches. Jerry Meals, a veteran umpire, may not take too kindly to that. Got him on the fist. It's pulled to the left side. So that allows Elvis to check Dyson back to second and throw out Orlando. A big first out.
Left fielder Alex Gordon.
Ran that sinker in on his fist, had the good movement on it, got the ground ball. Fortunately, the ground ball was hit to shortstop and not second base. Dyson had to stay at second. Still have to be careful with Dyson. Not out of the question that he would try to steal third base. And if you're Adrian Beltre, you got to keep an eye on him, because as far as Adrian is off third base, if Dyson gets a good jump, he might be able to beat Adrian to the bag.
And with a guy at home plate like Alex Gordon, I don't care if he's hitting 110. This would be a situation, I think, that Sam Dyson to be very well aware that you have first base open.
Exactly.
Even though he represents the go-ahead run in this game. You've got a right-handed hitting Brett Eibner in the on-deck circle. And Alex Gordon has produced too much over the years to go ahead and try to challenge him with every pitch. 1-0. It's out of play.
Gordon had 3 hits last night. He has a hard single to right field against Cole Hamels in this ball game. So during the course of a season, the guy might at this point be a 209 hitter, but you just can't label him a 209 hitter, because he's a good hitter in the past, and chances are he's swinging the bat a lot better right now than 209 might indicate.
Dyson going to third. The pitch is grounded to Odor. He has it. On to first for the second out. And Gerard Dyson now at third base.
Well, the good thing is he's going to be there anyway, whether he's trying to steal or not. Well, you just have to get this last out right here.
The one thing I was worried about is that Gerard Dyson made a turn and kept on going. I think he thought about it. Mike Jersley, the third base coach, I think thought about going ahead.
Well, that, you know, if that ball was a chopper to second base, we've seen Elvis do that a few times.
So, crowd on their feet, 36,008 here tonight. They are cheering for the Rangers to snap their 22-game losing streak. Eibner 1 out of 3. And Dyson pumps in strike 1.
That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
Maybe he just got to get his interest level up. Eibner singled in the 5th inning. Other than that, he has struck out and lined to left field. Ground ball off the fist. Elvis has it. Up and throwing, and that is a winner. And fitting that Mitch Moreland made the catch for the final out, because he was a catch tonight. He hammered 2 home runs. The backbone of the Rangers' 3-2 victory over Kansas City here this evening. The Rangers get back in the win column, their 59th win of the year. And they increase their lead in the American League West now to 3 full games over the idle Houston Astros. And just as importantly, they played a very solid game of baseball here tonight. And good pitching against them. They had good pitching on their side also. Cole Hamels going 8 solid innings. He gets the win tonight. Sam Dyson, they made it a little bit interesting with that leadoff walk. But he got the final out with the tying run at third, and sends the Rangers into the clubhouse with a big check mark in the W column. Sam Dyson with the save here this evening, his 21st of the year. And Cole Hamels now 19-3 in just about a year as a Ranger. And that is the best mark the Rangers have had in their franchise history. Let's head down to the field. Emily Jones has Mitch Moreland.
Thank you very much, Mitch Moreland. 2 home runs in this game. Is this the best you felt at the plate in a game? In a while?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely felt good tonight. You know, I felt like I was seeing the ball pretty good. And, you know, to get the second one. Yeah, to get the second one, you know, after Cole throwing such a good game, you know, to kind of help him out there. I mean, he deserves all the credit tonight for, I mean, he was dominant all night. So I was able to get that one done, and it worked out well for us.
After last night's loss, the way that one went down, to get this one in this fashion, does that do a little bit more than just another win?
I mean, yeah. I mean, anytime right now and this point of the season, kind of what we've been trying to fight through, these are big. So, a hard-fought game by both sides, well-played game by both sides, and we were able to come out on top.
For you, when you go opposite field, does it signify anything different, or do we read too much into that?
No, I mean, I definitely felt good tonight. Got a couple pitches away, and really all three of my bats were pitches away. I was able to stay on them and stay up the middle other way with. So, if I can do that, I'll be all right.
Nice work, bud.
Thank you.
Up top. It's Mitch Moreland, guys. We'll send it back up to you.
All right, Emily, good stuff. Thank you very much, and nice going, Mitch. The Powerade bat. We'll be back to Globe Life Park for Frivolity after this Rangers 3-2 win. We're back after this.